well, it's a bit easier to see the room here, I think. Your Excellency, Private Secretary.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Very nice
There.
to you met, and thank you for hosting us.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. My firm, I'm a lawyer. I'm senior partner of the firm Edwin Co. And our firm has been working in Uganda for 60 years. I've personally been working in and out of Uganda for 40 years. And I've just seen such huge change over that time. But what I can vouch for is heaven on earth. It is the most beautiful country. I've travelled right across it, from the lake to the Rwenzori, and it's the most wonderful country. And what I love about landing in Uganda, at Entebbe, is the red earth. That red earth of Uganda. And the smell of Uganda comes from the earth. Just wonderful. Anyway, I'm here to host questions. I think we've got a little time. I'm not sure. We got Your Excellency, you're going to. Let's do some questions. Yes.
Sorry.
No, not at all. Right. Any questions? Any questions? Yes, indeed. One there. Yes. Yes.
Oh, hi. Good afternoon.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Ed Harkins. I'm Managing Director at GKB Ventures. We're an export finance advisory firm. We work on infrastructure projects all around. I particularly specialise in Africa. And actually sorry, shall I start again?
I'll give you speak up.
You can hear me. So I was just saying, we're working on a project in Uganda, actually in the agriculture sector. So we tendered out financing to a number of banks, and we had more interest on your project, PSSTs. I think I told you in September when I was here, but that we've had before, and I include Ivory Coast, Zambia. We've done these things, so there's a lot of interest out there at very competitive pricing. So it's an agriculture project. You mentioned the standard gauge railway project, which is obviously a huge project and has the potential really to kind of use up a lot of your credit lines. So my question to you is this: given there's a lot of appetite out there, and I think if you're smart about houses, which you've been very smart about how you manage the economy, but if you think on what's your strategy, I suppose is the question, for making sure the rail project doesn't kind of crowd out the other sectors and all the ATMs that you mentioned in terms of infrastructure, because there's a lot of appetite out there for it. Thank you.
Yes, why don't we take, yes, there was one here, I thought. One down there, yes.
Okay. Shall I
You said,
Okay.
if you can announce who you are.
Yes, definitely. I don't like to miss it. My name is Mahendra Singh Jadeja, very known in UK, it's called Dada. I'm interested in the three projects. One, unfortunately, I missed, but thanks to your brilliant High Commissioner, I managed to come today. And that was the first, we are starting the new airline, which is from UK to India, but we missed for the 18th of May. But I'm delighted if you need any kind of assistance for that one. But it's actually you did not mention about one-stop window for the people who are invested, because that's very, very important for any investor. Also, you mentioned about the renewable energy, but I'm also involved very much in the green hydrogen, whereby many Commonwealth countries are using the generator and things like that, but that can be improved by before it's actually the complete electric and things will happen there. Other things I'm also in education, whereby education to collaborate with this country and beyond. That was just missing, and I wanted to have your things. And last but least, I'm involved in a retirement village, but with the underprivileged children in worldwide. So if I can be helpful to you, then feel free to contact.
I think we're going to take one down here, and then we'll.
Okay, my name is Andrew Olusegun.
Speak up a bit, please.
Yes, and I think that's the problem I have. Can you hear me out? Is my voice louder? Or I need to? Okay. Well, thank you very much, Agnes, for the invitation. Mine is not the question. It's just, to approach you to say, okay, if you've got this level playing field for investors, and how would you, progress to support that, right? Well, I'll be looking to discuss that potential. And currently, we are doing something in Nigeria, putting in 5 gigawatts of clean energy, supported by, energy storage solution. We are supporting data centers, and institutions building AI because they need a lot of power. And power is an issue in the continent. With your 2 megawatts, generation capacity, of course, you will need much more. So, I will be willing to discuss the potential, opportunity of doing a 2 gigawatts of clean energy, and that's the problem because one of my partners called me from Spain yesterday that there was power outage in Spain and Portugal. And I recalled I was at the EU Turbine Summit in Brussels last year. And that was the issue as well. Redundancy in the sense that you have storage. So when there's power outage, you have a backup. In Nigeria, over 200, times the grid, has collapsed. All right, and I've said to the government as well, you need a power backup for storage. So here I am, if you're willing to discuss that opportunity here. In the CARICOM region, we've been approached, so we are developing 2 gigawatts in the CARICOM, that's the Caribbean. We've developed a white paper for them. I should be there in June, July. So let's discuss business. I'm not asking questions. I want to see how we can engage. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Well, I think I've derived one question out of that, but you've got 3 questions. I think let's start with that.
Thank you very much for this feedback. I think the project is the NMSI.
That's right, yeah.
I'm taking it to cabinet
Oh, brilliant.
very soon.
You've got your good financing.
That one, yes. And we've been discussing it with the UKF and the partners. Now, the strategy to ensure that SGR doesn't crowd out a number of these. In Uganda, we do things very deliberately. We had the debt programmed for a number of projects, and you're already in the framework. All these things I'm discussing are in the framework. SGR we had already catered for it. We are spending about 2.7 billion euros in the next 5 years on this SGR. Our appetite is for about 12 billion in the next decade to do the various infrastructure and other co-financing which we need to do. So just to be assured, no need to worry. We are very deliberate and we want to get this economy at that level with both the debt and revenue. I did not present to you the financing strategy for the tenfold strategy because I thought it wasn't very relevant for you now, but we are having a well diversified strategy in terms of financing with the revenue itself from our own generation, and that's the tax revenue, and then the debt component which we are going to get domestic and external. We are located for in our DSA so that we remain sustainable. Our bottom line is debt sustainability. We don't compromise on that. That's why my friend is not sometimes very happy because I have not gone to the Eurobond market. That word Eurobond, we are allergic to it. We don't want to hear it in Uganda. If there is a Eurobond person here, I'm sorry for you, I don't need you in Uganda. But you can come as a tourist, yes. She's telling me. And for that, there's no need for worry. We have very good, the private sector itself, those who are going to do the PPPs, and then those which we are going to do on debt and our own financing. Yes, you are right on the one-stop shop for investors. We will have one in Uganda where we get you into the investment authority, and our business processing center now will be handling you just with one entry. You don't need to go so many places. We have been with this idea of the green hydrogen and so on. Yeah, it's a good conversation, but we are yet to get its viability very well concretized. How viable. There is a gentleman who's an expert in energy, perhaps can throw more light on it. That's where we've been having some
hydrogen
issues.
is still being tested.
Yeah.
And it will still take another few years.
Yeah.
You know, very few institutions are building hydrogen energy.
Yeah.
All right, so it will take 2 years. But of course, there are alternatives, supercapacitors. For instance, our energy storage is supported by supercapacitors.
Yeah.
And that you can easily deploy. So you can put 2 gigawatts or 3 gigawatts of that together in less than 48 months. And that can go at the back of your grid, so there can be an on-grid solution and off-grid solution.
That's exactly what I've heard from other people.
That's right.
So, thank you. Then on education, I think the question was on.
You said, you mentioned about the youth is a key in Uganda currently, like Kenya, right?
Yeah.
And but there is nothing mentioned about how you can collaborate together. Maybe they collaborate the university to come to the Uganda and things like that.
Yes.
Which is it's worthwhile, the considering with the collaboration with any good university in UK.
Absolutely. We already, Makerere University, the Harvard of Africa, is already in a very good collaboration here with the groundbreaking research which has been done with the Oxford University here and a number of other, of course, institutions. But you are right, it's an area where we can get more information, and definitely I will get my colleagues who are working in these areas to get in touch. Yes. Paul Andrew, I think for you, we are ready, and I will get your contact. I'm going to get you in touch with the Ministry of Energy and the Ministry of Government, who are hosting our master plan on energy, so that and whatever you are saying is music there.
No, even if you've got gas,
so that we can work together.
I have interest in gas in Nigeria, which is one of the largest gas reserves.
Right,
so
thank you.
If you're oil and gas.
Thank you very much.
Right, but of course, I'm more into decarbonization.
I'm going to find out, because we're going to run out of time. I think very